What is writing? What do students feel about writing? These were questions that came to me during this class, Writing Studies 301, and I decided to take the time to interview 4 students about their writing process. Trevin Sims, freshman at Whatcom Community College. Steffi Nuremberg, alumni, Western Washington University. Emily Enberg, Everett Community College, a freshman. Craig Davis, alumni, Everett Community College. I want to know if the students that I interview, they're from 4 different colleges, feel that they can express their originality in their writing in college. Do they feel they are allowed to write creatively and independently? Do they feel they can write about their own experiences and their individualism? Or do they feel restricted by the academy, by their professors, by their fellow students? At the beginning of this course, my professor, Kathy McDonald, asked us to write one word on the board about how we felt about writing or what we think about writing. I wrote fun, which I kind of take back now. I don't think writing is fun, but it is interesting.
Writing to me is powerful.
Reflective. Annoying. Expressive.
Personal.
Bullshit.
I interviewed 4 students, asked them 5 questions, and let's see where it goes. Do you remember writing in high school? And do you remember having structure?
I remember in high school that I enjoyed writing the most when there was more freedom in the project, but when we had to write about specific things using a specific style is when it was less enjoyable for me. So I liked the freedom of writing. In high school it was hit or miss whether or not you had that freedom.
Well, in high school I remember writing a lot of history papers where we had to choose a topic within an era. Our teacher would approve our topic, and then from there we pretty much had, free reign to write about, the topic of our choice. I don't really remember if there was any set structure. Obviously we were given a rubric, but I think we, from what I remember, mostly were able to just write about the topic in any way we felt we wanted to.
In high school, I had a very strict teacher, which made it hard to write what I wanted to write about. She had a strict curriculum, and it just made it difficult.
What was the biggest change in your writing overall, transitioning from high school to college?
I just love college writing.
The thing I remember most about the transition was that I felt that English 101 was much more structured than anything I remember having done in high school. I remember there being pretty specific rubrics, and the topics were what I thought were hard to write about. So I felt in some ways that English 101 was more restrictive just because the rubric was so specific.
Writing papers in high school, they were very formatted strictly, and I felt the need to have it, set up exactly the way the teacher wanted it, where now I feel a lot more freedom to write whatever it is I feel.
Do you feel you can express originality and individualism in your writing in college?
I feel that throughout my college experience with writing that I was able to express myself quite a bit.
Overall, I definitely feel that I was able to express my individual thoughts and ideas throughout my college career.
After writing papers in English 100, 101, 102, I've found over time actually that now in 102 you have quite a bit more freedom when it comes to the curriculum and the actual assignments themselves. The teacher gives you, I don't feel, that the need to write a certain way or say a certain thing. You can really put down whatever it is you feel is most effective.
Overall, do you feel that you were restricted by the academy in your writing in high school and in college?
As a whole, in high school and college, I never felt restricted in my writing. Some topics were easier to write about than others, but as a whole, I never felt restricted.
I don't find myself being restricted writing English papers now.
In high school, I felt very restricted. Writing, I felt like I didn't have much freedom, and the topics we were given weren't very good. When I got to college, I felt that I was given easier topics to write more about myself, and I was able to connect better with the curriculum in college.
When I walk around our campus, and lately, doing this project, I've been thinking, are students allowed, or have they been able to express themselves in their writing, in their classrooms, and not feel pressured by someone else to write something different? And by interviewing these 4 students, I have learned that in high school they felt like they had a more stricter structure than in college. And in college they've been able to write more freely than they've ever had before. So thank you for watching. Peace out.
Lover, that's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy, say, said you ain't seen nothing till you down on a muffin, and it's sure to be changing ways. Nothing to cheer.
In high school, my teacher was mean, so I didn't listen.
And it started with a little kiss like this.